Hello, this is Apostle Rosalind Solomon. This is Rosalind Solomon's YouTube channel. You can also check me out at Prophetic Life Advice YouTube channel, Facebook, books. It's everywhere. You can look under this video or other videos, or go to my landing page or my about page to see all of my comments. I'm still resting my voice. I really wore it out from doing vocal lessons for the past 3 months and going in the studio recording these songs. And I still got like 3 more to go, but I'm resting for a minute before I do those. So I just wanted to try and come on here and give y'all these prophecies I've had for quite some time. And I noticed the prophecy about Illinois came to pass 5 days ago. I told y'all I saw destruction and people dying coming there, and they had that big dust storm, and I think like 60 people died or something. 30. Sad. Then the prophecy about Florida came to pass with the flood, and then I told you how I saw power plants and things blowing up. The power plant down here in Georgia blew up. Our lights went out for about 10 minutes. They said it would be out for 2 hours, but they came back on in 10 minutes. Praise God. All right. And we've had some explosions in the water that I told you I saw coming. So a lot of stuff has come to pass. So I'm going to give you some stuff now. The Lord said that these things I'm giving you, He told me over the past 2 weeks. The Lord said there is a great prophetic shift coming in the next 2 to 3 months, a big judgment on earth, on mankind. God said you must make a decision to follow Him before this judgment comes down. So in the next 2 to 3 months. So what's this, May, right? So June. So between July and by September. All right. God said His hand will not hit as hard as it was about to be. So this judgment that's coming, His hand is not going to hit as hard because His children are praying, but His hand is still going to hit very, very hard. And He's going to have mercy because I asked Him to have mercy, and I'm sure others are too. In Yeshua's name. Okay. The Lord wanted me to tell you that the word planet, Planet, you could look it up. It means flat surface. So by calling our planet the planet, they're actually calling it a flat surface, and people don't even realize it. You could Google it. The Lord also told me to tell people to stop looking for Atlantis because you are on Atlantis. He said the earth is Atlantis. He said stop being deceived and fooled by NASA and whoever else. He said the earth is Atlantis. He said look under the water, how they're finding cities and stuff under the water. Right? And the Lord said that the white people came from a planet called Nerd, Nerd. Nerd. Now I didn't bother to look up to see if this planet Nerd even existed in our vocabulary, but the Lord told me that the white people come from the planet Nerd. And I told y'all, I've been telling y'all for years they got their own planet. He said they disguise it as calling it the Caucasus Mountain planet, but it's also called the Caucasus Mountain planet. That's why they call them the Caucasus people from the mountains on this earth. Wow. I've been telling y'all for years they had their own planet. Just like we have our own planet. This one right here, black and brown people. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know if I told y'all this or not, but Washington is gonna have a bomb attack. Y'all gave me this April 23rd, 2023. And the Lord said that God's people stand on His dividends during hard times. So when you have financial hard times and you're still able to make it, that's because you're living off of God's dividends. He also told me to tell y'all to read Mark 13, verses 7 to 10, or you can read the whole thing if you want, and read the book of Matthew 23, verses 10 to 20. Missouri, Arkansas. Now he gave me this like a week and a half ago. It might have happened already. I don't know. He gave me Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, Mississippi, Memphis, surrounding areas. Big floods are coming. When I don't know, but they're coming. The market crash is happening already. He told me this a week ago that the market was going to crash, and then it's crashing, but he said it wouldn't crash for long. I'm not a financial advisor or guru, just telling you. Then the Lord said, we're about to have a market crash in the housing department, in the real estate department. There's going to be a market crash. We're going to start seeing some of it before the year is out. The Lord showed me Jamaica underwater. I don't know what part of Jamaica was under the water, but he showed me Jamaica under the water. The Lord said that the enemy is sending many to persuade many out of their money, and to portray people like Judas betrayed Yeshua. It's all about the money and destiny. So people, like the prophecy I gave y'all last month for May, I said God was gonna make millionaires, and he did with that Pepe coin. And like I saw frogs literally a week or two before that coin exploded. But I didn't know what the frogs meant. And I know frogs mean witchcraft anyway. So I didn't know what the frogs meant. Then the Lord put Pepe in front of me again, and I thought it was pee pee. I just totally overlooked it, so I missed it again. Second time. It's all right. I'll catch it. But I did get Pepe. What was it? Baby Pepe? Or was it Pepe? Yeah, it was baby Pepe. I made some good money off of that Pepe. Baby Pepe, because I couldn't get the Pepe because it wasn't on no major exchange, but now it is. It's on Coinbase app, it's on Uphold, it's on crypto.com. So, of course I bought a little bit, but now you got to wait for the second wave because it's going down now. And even though it's going down, I still didn't buy any more. I'm not greedy. I'm happy what I made off of Pepe baby, and the amount that I have now with the Pepe coin, whatever I make, right? But I did see the frogs, and then me and the brother in the Lord on my Instagram, we talked about the frogs. He told me about the Pepe coin like a month ago, and he asked me about it, and I totally forgot to pray and tell him. And by the time I realized the frogs was the answer that God gave me, was too late. But then about a week ago, it was in my community tab, but I took it down because people kept asking me crazy questions. I saw frogs again. I saw two green frogs that looked like a Pepe frog, right? And I asked God, I said, God, is that Pepe frog? And he told me, he was like, no, there are two other frogs. And he says, I'm gonna let you go on a rabbit hole and find them. So I did just that, and I found them too. And they was making me a little money before the market crash like Daddy said it would. But the bull run is coming soon, 3 to 6 weeks. Right. So pray for Jamaica. I don't know what part I saw under the water. So a lot of millionaires was made this month, and it's gonna be more made before the month is out. And there's thousandaires and hundredaires that was made this month, just like I said, and before this month is out, and in the month of June, and in the fall months. But something big is gonna happen between our September and October. It may seem like a setback, but the market's gonna bounce back so quick, so resilient, and then that's when it's gonna start taking off into 2024. Right. We're gonna be hearing some more stuff about Trump. It's like they're really, really trying to stab him in the back. They don't want him to be in the White House again. But I seen him. I seen Pence, and I seen DeSantis and the lady, and that's in one of my old videos that I did in 2020 that I put the link up for y'all to hear it. It's on Facebook and in my community where I said I saw him and the lady, and there's a lady running, Nikki Haley, but she's not gonna win though. Right. But we're going to hear some more stuff about Trump. It's just a hot mess with him. But we're going to hear more stuff about him. It's going to be supposed to be shocking, but it ain't going to shock nobody because we're already used to Trump. So pray for Jamaica, sort them under the water. I don't know what part, though. Um, Pray over your money. If you're one of the millionaires that was made this month, or you will be this month or next month, pray over yourself and your money, because Satan, he can't stop it now. So he's going to be sending people to try and steal, kill, and destroy. So you need to pray over yourselves, right? You really, really need to pray over yourself. The Lord said that the wealth is going to tempt people. He told me to remind you of the prophecy dream I had in October 2021. And in the end, it's on TC channel too. In the end, he said, keep your promises. So when people start getting this money, some people are going to forget their promises, and they're going to be tempted with the wealth transfer coming. God said it's going to change a lot of people for the better and for the worse. He said many will keep their promises and many won't. He said many will turn into Jezebels, like in the Bible, with the prophets of Baal behind them. and many are going to become fleshy and desirable, and many, when you start getting the money, some of you are going to go back in the world, and the devil's going to get you and kill you. That's exactly what he told me to say. I know it sounds harsh, but that's what it is. It's a spade called a spade. That's what he told me to tell y'all. So y'all need to be praying just in case it's one of y'all and it don't happen. He says, so beware. Warning from Yahweh in Yeshua's name. The Lord told me about a week ago that we're going to start seeing the health system fall in the UK and in other countries. Even in our country, we're going to see it, but not really bad like the UK and other places. We're going to start seeing strange things happening in corporations with their new policies. A lot of these big corporations are going to be changing their new policies. Some good, some bad. And let's see. I'll tell y'all that another time because that's going to take too much time. Oh, the Lord told me the sun and the moon are inside of the dome, which is above the earth, around the earth. He said this is why when they go out of space, I mean, you know, that you see movies and stuff of the universe, it's always cold. So if the sun was in the universe, it wouldn't be cold. So the reason why it's cold in the universe is because there's no sun there. The sun, there's two suns on this earth. Actually, God said we have three suns on this earth. It's already been proven that we have two, but we have three, right? And the sun and the moon are inside the dome, inside the earth. This is proof the earth has a dome over it. This is why it's cold outside of the earth. Do your own due diligence and research and pray to God. The USA, the Lord and I was talking about pyramids, and I did some research, and I found out that the USA has the biggest pyramid out of all countries on the earth, including Egypt. And I asked God, I said, God, could America be the ancient Egypt? And he told me this. He said the Imperials, that's what they really call themselves, but we call them the Illuminati. He said they changed a lot of things around on this earth. They rearranged the earth, they rearranged the maps, the country. So Egypt could have really been America, and Egypt was part of Africa at one point. You know what I'm saying? If you go into Grand Canyon, they have hidden tunnels. If you walk through those tunnels, it'll lead you right to Africa. It'll take you some time, but you'll get there. It also have those relic pictures of dark black people in there and mummies, just like in Egypt. Something for you to think about. Do your studies. The oldest pyramid, now we have the biggest in America, and we have the oldest pyramid in America, and the oldest pyramid is Tennessee. You can do your work. The Lord said there's many hidden secrets in Antarctica that are about to come out over the years. Hold on. If you remove, okay, what is, okay, we got to see some more school attackers, the Lord told me. In primary school and college, people are going to get killed. High school, no, he said high school and college, sorry. So pray over the schools. The Lord said big changes are coming to the churches all over. The enemy has almost taken over, but God is about to do things to flip it from under him. The Lord said Trump and DeSantis are really, really friends, but they act like they're not, but they're really friends, and they balance each other. So if, you know, Trump get in there and he and DeSantis run with him, God said they balance each other. All right. Let's see. The Lord said that we have a lot of body snatcher entities on the earth. God said, remember the movie Body Snatchers? If you didn't, it's on YouTube. This is what's happening to a lot of people. That's why a lot of people are just killing each other and themselves like no tomorrow. The movie's on here. It's called The Body Snatchers. Right? And there's a show called The Unexplained on the History Channel. It comes on every Friday. This past Friday, they talked about reincarnation and how it's true. Go look it up on your demand if you have Xfinity. It's called Unexplained. It comes on every Friday on the History Channel. And the name of the channel, the one that came on is called Life Beyond Death. They proved reincarnation is real. I'm like, wow, Daddy, this is huge. This is huge. All right. I have more, but I have to make another video. I only have 15 seconds on this studio thing. Shalom. God bless you. And thank you all who sow into the ministry. And thank you for all your prayers and your sweetness. because I got a lot of bad stuff coming from the Nigerians for Prophet Joe. I never knew people could be so mean. And God gave me a prophecy that Christians were going to be exposing themselves for who they really are. And boy, is it coming to pass. Shalom.